TV, lighting up the region.
Enjoy your festive season with StarTime's shared moment. Fun moment with fresh TV shows Akajegere and Pink Room on Makula Chika Plus, the best-selling China Uganda, Best Friends and Omunamfusi on Makula TV, 10 dedicated kids channels. Passionate moment with our very own Uganda Cranes in African football tournament in Morocco this December.
Alan Okello!
Subscribe for 1 month and get an upgrade to the next bouquet. If you subscribe for 3 months, you automatically enjoy 5% discount and 3 months upgrade to the next bouquet. Antenna decoder plus 1 month of premium bouquet at 34,000 shillings. Get yourself a StarTimes satellite decoder plus 1 month of premium bouquet at 40,000 shillings. The best Christmas offer only on StarTimes. Merry Christmas moment from StarTimes.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
A very good evening to you, our dear viewers. Today is the 7th of January 2026 and it is a Wednesday. Welcome to the NILECAST on West Nile Television. I am Pony Fiona. Let's first see the headlines.
In the headlines tonight, Nebi Catholic Diocese eulogizes the late Reverend Father Bernard Dennis Abanga. Over 63 million shillings raised to support construction of St. Josephine Lakita Catholic Chapel. And 2 members sworn into the Adjumani District Service Commission. This and more in the NILECAST News Bulletin.
During the eulogy of the late Reverend Father Bernard Dennis Abanga, a curate of the Akanyo Catholic Parish who died on the 2nd of January 2026 at Mulago Referral Hospital, the Bishop of Nebi Catholic Diocese, Right Reverend Dr. Constantine Rupino, challenged priests to live a priestly life and be mindful to always check their health status. The late Reverend Father Bernard Dennis Abanga was laid to rest on the 6th of January at Cathedral Cemetery in Nebi Municipality. Alfred Jowok has more.
The Bishop of Nebi Catholic Diocese, Right Reverend Dr. Constantine Ropin, has challenged priests to live a priestly life and be mindful to always check their health status in their parishes. While preaching to mourners this afternoon who gathered at Nebi Cathedral Parish to eulogize late Reverend Father Bernard Dennis Abanga, who was a curate of Akanyo Catholic Parish, who died on 2nd January 2026 at Mulago National Referral Hospital, the bishop advised priests not to live a reckless life, but to be good servants of God.
Is what Father Bernard Dennis Abanga believed in. He was convinced of. He preached it to the people to console them, even in moments of death, in moments of burials. He sacramentally celebrated his life And we are happy that he did this work up to the end. He died a priest, a practicing priest. Can we give thanks to God? And as I said at the beginning of this homily, for a priest not to die as a priest can be quite disturbing. Not to die as a practicing priest can be disturbing. It is our hope, it is our prayer that the same Lord he preached, he believed in, he sacramentally celebrated, will now say to his servant, Father Bernard Dennis Abanga, well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. But in case there is any obstacle, for we are sinners, we are also saying, O Lord, forgive him. Forgive him, O Lord. Forgive him and allow him to join the company of saints in heaven in giving glory and praise to you forever, O Lord.
Reverend Father David Komakech, Chairperson Priest Association Nebi Catholic Diocese, described late Bernard Dennis Abanga as a dedicated servant of God who truly depended on truth and transparency.
We live in order to die and die in order to live, and Christ is our hope, because we always start with the end in the mind. Once somebody has been born, already we count down towards our grave. So we always need to be ready that once somebody is living, we walk with death almost all the time. But happy is the person who has Christ in him or herself, because there is no fear for death because of the hope of the resurrection. Thank you.
Late Reverend Father Bernard Dennis Abanga was laid to rest today at Cathedral Cemetery as required by the Catholic doctrine. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
2 members have been sworn into the Adjumani District Service Commission in ceremony presided over by the Chief Magistrate, His Lordship, Ojok Tony Obonye, on Monday, January 5, 2026 at Adjumani District Local Government Headquarters. Unzimai Alan has more.
2 members such as Amajuru Simon Madraru, the chairperson of Adjumani District Service Commission, and Dear Margaret, a member, have taken official secret oath for the Adjumani District Service Commission in a ceremony presided over by the Chief Magistrate, His Lordship Ojok Tony Obonyo, on Monday, the 5th of January 2026 at Adjumani District Local Government Headquarters.
We submitted names for appointment as chairperson of District Service Commission and a member of District Service Commission. And allow me to take this opportunity to inform you that officially the Public Service Commission released their results and gave the information to the district chairperson, and it is based on that information from the Public Service Commission that the chairman has appointed the 2 Service Commission members for Adjumani District. That is the District Service Commission chairperson in the names of Amazuru Simon Mataro, and a member in the names of Dear Margaret. And according to the standing orders, Section AC, Paragraph 15 of Uganda Public Service Standing Orders, that stipulates, on assumption of duty, all newly appointed public officers shall take oath as prescribed by the law, which at the commencement of these standing orders, 1 is the official oath, then 2, the office of oath of secrecy. The effective date of appointment shall be the date of when these oaths are administered, and therefore it is today that the Service Commission members will take responsibility. Now, apart from that, we are here for this responsibility. And therefore, my worship, you are invited here for that purpose, and you will administer that based on the two, that is official oath and oath of secrecy.
Amajuru Simon Madraru, the chairman of Ajimani District Service Commission, stated that he has foreseen the challenges of corruption, but will work tirelessly to ensure the vice is tackled.
Cheap idea where a commission member goes down to ask for bribe. If this was happening, it has stopped today. It has stopped today. People have known me, and I'm not going to change because of my position here. I'm even going to become more harder. Fortunately, I've never engaged in any corruption attitudes. Then two is delayed or wrong appointments by the office of the cow. I mentioned this because I heard about it, especially the personnel department. The District Service Commission does its work, gives this information to the office of the cow. People at times over-delay. That is corruption. Or appointments are even given to wrong people. So, Mr. Chairman, if there are going to be classes in that regard, I will not fear. And I will consider that as one level of indiscipline. I will consider that one element of indiscipline. The positions that the District Service Commission does not deal with is the office of the court and the deputy. Until the law is changed, the rest of the positions, don't think you have been confirmed and you are permanent and pensionable. Just like you have been recruited or appointed, you can be disappointed.
Honorable Anyama Ben, the LC5 chairperson for Ajimani District, ordered the District Service Commission, chaired by the new chairperson, to recruit more staff to solve the issue of understaffing.
No delay of recruitment. Number two, no delay of appointment. Even if I'm left in one minute to sign off the experiment 5, I will trust you before I leave. Any person doing that is doing the service to the people of Guatemala. I will trust him. I will leave it 10 seconds here document. I go away. Take a note. The car is not there, but you are here. Tell the car, no delay. Press Bolívar source is there, no delay. Number two, corruption free. This thing of hearing, so and so is giving money, so and so is picking money from commission, you will be exposed this time. I cannot. Why don't you have integrity like some of us? You are here, in the too many people say Anyama is not educated, but you're not here, Anyama is eating public money. No. I control resources of the government, including human resources. I control bigger resources. Your budget is just 49 billion. I'm controlling over 300 billion. Where I sit in a I have over 40,000 heads of cattle. Why should I not remove just 1,000 and bring it here for me if I want to steal? No corruption. If a commissioner is not ready to work, simply because you don't have enough money, you resign. There's nothing else you can do. Resign. Because the government is preparing everything possible to increase it, enhance and to enhance what is for this Service Commission. Now, why are you, if you are not ready, why do you take the job? And everything you do comes back to the district chairman.
The swearing in of the new members of the Ajimani District Service Commission marks a significant milestone in the district's governance with their new roles, which will play a crucial part in ensuring effective service delivery and management of Ajimani District Human Resource and upholding of the rule of law. Reporting for West Nile Television, Onzima Alan, Okomaringa Christine, NILECAST.
over 63 million shillings was raised from the launch of the fundraising drive purpose to construct St. Josephine Bakita Chapel in Parombe Catholic Parish, Nebi Catholic Diocese. Over 200 million shillings is needed to construct St. Josephine Bakita Chapel as part of corporate responsibilities of the community. Alfred Jowok has more.
Community members from Greater Parombo and part of DR Congo have launched a fundraising drive to construct St. Josephine Bakita Chapel in Parombo Catholic Parish, Nebi Catholic Diocese, during the launch of the fundraising on Sunday, 4th January 2026 at the church compound. Walter Cherunga, chairperson of the Central Organizing Committee, said the funds will be used to support the construction of the church. Cherunga noted that over 56 million shillings was realized and lauded community members from Greater Parombo and other parts of the country who contributed heartedly.
In our projection, we had earlier on saw some kind of projection, a quick one, close to 30 million, which we would need for the start. But I want to thank God and thank the people of God for generously contributing to the extent that at the end of this fundraising, we have been able to raise 51,680,100 shillings. We have also received pledges which we will be able to follow up within the few days, and the pledges are 12,100,000, which brings us to a total of 63,780,100 shillings, which I believe has been, our objective has been accomplished or achieved for that matter.
Robert Tabak, Nebi Resident District Commissioner, urged the Central Organizing Committee to put the fund raised for its intended purpose.
We are here to go for Mungu with the project Mario Cristo Parombo Oparowati Wie Rawanong Ecclesia Mange, because the Christo will get in and each year they will come more. I witnessed this when Father Cynthia went where they reported him here for rigging election, and I almost confirmed the children were very many following Father. So we need to work on this house very, very fast.
Florence Alarango Orom, who represented Rock Global Oils Ghana Limited, donated 10 million shillings and promised to cater for the roofing of the church.
Brother Bishop, this church, St. Bakita, will take a go, Ishwinwa Makwe, one of family Porom Treso. Bienedo of your ecclesia can go. Any Parikai Belu Kuripa Shade, Imidua or Lang New Vulcan, you actually Periwero or China Nitush Ecclesia, or Foy of the Ecclesia you are Oromo Kadario, Wabino Shungo Kakeni, family pa Oram Treso, Wakamo pledging, Nya, Bati. Mabikuru Ecclesia eni shizo bi bangwa. The one of family ke wa believing in James chapter 2 verse 17. Mawashinya faith and action. Lega walegi and to teach the team mane nyutunya wabe shwako lembe pamungo. Domtineni wakelo mishmwa eni Road Bishop million apart. Mawabe shimeo Road Bishop nyoke batch COC. Waneno go bill of quantity. Me roofing pa batisha dong milion apare ni wachako kodo kani osende ne bikadho wabimedo pare wang'o wadare.
Over 200 million shillings is needed to construct St. Josephine Bakita Chapel as part of corporate responsibilities of the communities. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
In today's Future Stories, stakeholders search to lobby for policy and legal reforms to protect widows and women. Many women and their children in Uganda continue to suffer at the hands of their relatives, of their deceased partners due to ignorance of the law. It is heartbreaking to discover after the death of a partner that you are considered an illegal widow and are likely to lose everything you worked for together simply because the marriage was not legally registered. As a result, property often taken over by relatives of the deceased, leaving widows and children vulnerable and homeless. Stephen Okello has more.
After losing her partner before formalizing her marriage, Achiro of Beatrice Labong was currently evicted from her matrimonial home. With nowhere else to go, Beatrice returned to her father's home. However, even there, her suffering continued. Instead of finding refuge, Beatrice says her own brothers disowned her and her children, eventually chasing them away from the family.
Last year.
Beatrice, whose late father was a police officer, explained that he left them with 2 pieces of land in Gurusit. Today, she says her only brother has blocked her and her children from accessing the land. Beatrice is just one of many vulnerable women who moved from one offices to another, political, civil society organizations, and even cultural institutions, seeking justice, only to receive little attentions before they are referred elsewhere.
There are very many young, even young, and sometimes elderly people who come to my office with problems of having problem with their in-laws. Yes, but I refer them because I really don't have a lot of time.
Roughly we have 15 cases per month, specifically in Gulu, where we actually refer to different stakeholders that also do the comprehensive case management.
Civil society organizations acknowledge that when such women report to their offices, the immediate focus is on their mental health, while the larger issue of land ownership and legal protection remain unresolved.
The basic psychosocial support that we provide will be able to actually refer to the major psychosocial support partners that we work with. So as we provide the basic, we also have other partners that provide holistic approach.
Many women like Beatrice, especially those living in urban areas under the freehold land tenant system, have lost their properties to relatives of their deceased partners. This raises critical questions. Who is an illegal widow in Uganda?
So for you to be called a widow in Uganda and the law to protect you, you must be a legally married woman at some point. So your marriage must be something which is what? Recognized by the law for you to become a legal widow, that you're protected by the law.
So what are those marriages that Statistics indicate that only 18% of land title in Uganda are registered in women's name, while 31% of female-aided households own land. Registered land solely in women's name stands at 27%, leaving many women vulnerable to dispossessions.
Many women are facing oppression due to cultural norms, especially in northern Uganda, where a woman cannot be able to own land because she's just a woman. Then we have had stories of people being chased off land by their brothers because they are women. They're not allowed to come back from their marriages and stay home or even use the land simply because they're women.
Despite the law being largely silent on the rights of cohabitees, the growing number of court cases, coupled with certain provisions of the constitutions, has enabled some widows to ensure justice through the court.
The courts of laws, they are trying to use equity to cure the defect in the law. Remember Article 126, 2E, that justice should not be denied due to undue technicalities of the law. We know the law does not protect you as a cohabitee. They only protect legal wives and legal widows. But as a cohabitee, we will still protect you. Now, as a cohabitee, this is what the law will do for you. The law will look at your contribution. And the law will only come to protect you upon you petitioning court. Are you seeing the difficulties? If you sit in your village thinking the law will come, the law does not know you. You need to go and knock at the door of courts and tell them, we have been living together with this man for these years.
Stakeholders are now pushing for policy and legal reform to protect widows and women. These include enacting the law that guide the distributions of matrimonial properties upon the death of the spouse and recognizing the rights of long-term cohabitees. Stephen Okello for West Nile Television, NILECAST.
And with that, we have come to the end of the NILECAST on West Nile TV. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Good night.